$100 billion is about to flow into the XRP ledger as volumes soar, and BlackRock injects in a whopping $8 trillion XRP deal on January 9th, set to bring the XRP price to over $1,927 per XRP. Backed by massive financial institutions like BlackRock and even JP Morgan. Now, this is only the start of the injection of billions, if not trillions of dollars directly into the XRP ledger, as XRP becomes an approved cryptocurrency globally, with payments beginning to facilitate and transact on January 9th. We're talking about the eligibility of XRP to now be globally used, approved by central banks all around the world, and given the clear green light to use XRP as a means of payment everywhere. As the feds completely begin losing control and institutional adoption on the XRP ledger kicks off, powered by RealFi, which is unlocking a multi-trillion-dollar market. In fact, we're seeing that happen in real time as XRP's price soared, the volume up 100% over $6.6 billion, and the market cap soars about 12% at $144 billion, with the price chart moving absolutely vertical. And while XRP is skyrocketing and only priced at $2.38, with it potentially being worth hundreds of dollars, we've actually partnered with Uphold to give every single person watching in today's video up to $100 for you guys to accumulate even more XRP. Guys, this is your chance to get yourself a massive bag of XRP without having to spend a single dime by just liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing this video, and most importantly, signing up on Uphold using my link in the description and doing a transaction. The whole process literally takes less than 5 minutes. It's literally free money, so I definitely recommend it. And just dedicate the time, guys. Tell your family, tell your friends. Take this free money. Get yourselves some XRP before the ultimate supply shock. And with that being said, let's head right back into the video. So the XRP volume has just soared, and it's happening as a result of institutions bracing to adopt XRP at a large scale globally on January 9th, when institutional adoption will happen in the trillions of dollars, and XRP will begin being used and transacted all around the world instantaneously. In fact, some institutions like BlackRock have actually decided that they would be investing over $8 trillion, bringing the price to XRP of over $1,927, all of it starting on January 9th. And we're talking again, the scale of adoption is something that we've never seen before, where institutions like JP Morgan, BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, these large-scale institutions are adopting XRP, but also the traditional small businesses and retail businesses and stores are also adopting XRP. And all of it's unfolding on the exact same day, January 9th, and the biggest part about all of this is the fact that it's happening alongside RealFi, a massive institution that is unlocking global scalability and adoption of XRP in real time on January 9th. Take a look at this. RealFi has officially announced that they launched its payment rewards platform globally on January 9th, 2026, expanding access for both retail users and institutions worldwide. RealFi's payment rewards solution allows users and institutions to submit receipts for purchases made using Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, and then rewards/cashback in real token. The traditional payment rewards are outdated and impractical, but RealFi is changing that by making payments rewards efficient, fast, and truly rewarding. They're also innovating, unlocking, and resolving a $108 billion industry, which is the payment rewards industry. But the real highlight here is the fact that XRP can now be used as a means of payment and can actually earn you cash back as a result. Now this is the Real Token, a project up 30% in the last 24 hours, the volume's up 600% in the last 24 hours at 64,000, and obviously we're seeing it exponentially grow. I mean, this project went from 1/100 of a penny to about 3 cents in a matter of mere weeks, literally, and it's only a couple months old, so it's relatively new. I mean, we're talking about a multi-billion dollar, multi-trillion dollar market being unlocked directly through the Real Token because of an institution, RealFi, which uses the Real Token for everyday payments. And on January 9th, not only is it bullish because XRP is now going to be widely used, but really the Real Token is going to facilitate all of that money because institutions and retailers are going to be submitting to RealFi, and RealFi uses the Real Token as a cashback system, which is going to burn a lot of the XRP supply, but it's going to increase the use case on a trillions of dollars directly into Real Token, and it's going to cause for a massive surge in the price of Real Token to what some analysts believe is as high as $80 to $90 literally overnight on January 9th, which is in 5 days. Yes, because XRP volumes are going to soar, but Real Token volumes are going to soar substantially higher. And because Real Token is a very low supply, and we're talking a max supply of 1 billion, which is nothing, but then also you got to understand that the total supply available is not 1 billion. It's more like, a couple million, which is insane because, again, imagine you have that much demand where you're facilitating billions or trillions of dollars, and you have that low of a supply. You're going to have a massive supply shock, and something has to give. And what's going to give is the price of Real Token, XRP Ledger built Real Token. We are only 5 days away, and the price of real token continues to soar hundreds of percentages every single day. The price is soaring, and this is what I tell you guys. We are about to experience the biggest supply shock, the biggest price increase historically, and it's going to happen to institutions that are building on the XRP ledger like RealFi. And RealFi uses the real token, so really when we talk about trillions of dollars moving through RealFi, is going to actually go directly into the real token, cause for a massive supply shock, and cause the price to surge to hundreds if not thousands of dollars. And really, if you think $80 to $90 overnight is crazy, then you gotta take a look at this, because the price of real token is gonna go substantially higher. We're talking $80 to $90 overnight, but the real price of real token is nowhere near that. It's over $65,000. That's the price that has been set for the real token. Take a look at this, for example. If 1% of the $650 trillion market, which is the real estate market, which could very easily unfold directly onto the XRP ledger through the real token, if just 1% of that enters into the XRP ledger real token, it would soar from 2 cents to over $64,500. A historic supply shock is imminent, and millionaires will be made. And those that bought into real token when it's sitting at 1 cent or 2 cents, like it is currently right now, are going to become millionaires. This is the opportunity that you guys have right in front of you. Massive volumes being injected, trillions of dollars being injected directly into the real token. And while right now millions are flowing into XRP and it's going up 1 or 2 cents, for XRP built real token, the real token, if it gets a couple 35 million in just 1 minute, you gotta understand that the price will be in the hundreds if not thousands of dollars instantaneously. Like right now, you can already tell that there's very low resistance, very strong support, and if somebody were to buy $10,000 worth of real token this second, the price would soar from 28 or 2.5 cents to over, $7-8, which is insane, because again, millionaires would be made as a result of this. Now imagine this at scale, because real token could very easily begin facilitating $100,000 in daily transaction volume. I mean, if you look at what is happening right now, real token already just got listed on Max. They just got listed on Max. And that has been officially announced. I mean, it's been announced. Real token got listed on Max. Real token just got listed also on CoinMarketCap. So when we talk about expansion and globalization, it is happening right in front of our eyes. You can tell right here, right now, Max right now has real token listed, and it's actually facilitating volume. So obviously, it's beginning to get the globalization, the adoption. We're talking about days just got listed on real token before real token went from, again, hundredth of a penny to over 2.5 cents. How? Well, without a single real token, without a single, centralized exchange listing, without no recognition, without no marketing. But now it just got listed on Max. Meaning that's the first step towards simplifying. That's the first step towards people seeing real token. And we're not talking about a meme coin. We're talking about a token that's facilitating real world assets, that's facilitating payment rewards, that is a utility-based, token that is backed by institutions. A project and a token that literally you have experts and people on Twitter talking about it can go from 2 cents, which is insane, to $65,000 if just 1% of the $650 trillion market enters into it. That is what we're talking about. That is the potential. And guys, as this bull run really enters the highest peak yet, and look, I called this when we talked about, I said the real token, and in general, I said the XRP and the rest of the crypto market, I think we're going to have a massive breakout bull run that's going to occur in the next 1 to 2 weeks, and then we are going to have a massive bear market. So I do think we're going to get into, XRP might potentially hit between $3 to $5, but really, you got to think of real token. What is real token going to be? If XRP is going to hit $35 in the next 1 to 2 weeks, real token is going to hit hundreds of dollars in the next, a week or 2 weeks during this bull run. This is what we are talking about. It's the potential. You could buy real token at, $100 worth of real token at 2 cents, and it skyrockets to $100 and you become a millionaire. While XRP, yes, you might double or triple your money, but that's about it. But the scale that we're talking about for real token is huge, because real token is still very early. Not people know about real token, so you're buying in very early. Real token is still very cheap compared to, again, the actual money is going to facilitate compared to the supply. The money is shifting, and it's shifting directly into real token, into this payment rewards sector. And in the next couple of weeks, once the bull runs over, I think the market's going to crash. And it's going to sit and consolidate for the next 4.5 years, and you'll have missed an opportunity of your lifetime to become a multi-millionaire because you decided not to do your research and you decided to be lazy. And so I'm going to be leaving all the information down below in the description, all the links. Check out real token, dedicate your time, because this is extremely important. If there's one thing that's going to make you a multi-millionaire, it's going to be the space, and more importantly, it's going to be projects that are facilitating a multi-trillion-dollar market and that are solving a real-world asset problem. Generational wealth is literally being created, and you have the opportunity to be a part of this by, again, doing your research and taking action. And so I'm going to be leaving all the information down below in the description. And I want to re-emphasize that I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice, I'm just doing research. And XRP is up, but really what we're talking about here is what is about to happen in the next couple of days. And generational wealth could literally be created if this massive surge occurs and you're able to get into projects that are solving a multi-trillion dollar problem very quickly before the actual pump happens. And so this is why I tell you to do your research. Now, with all that being said, guys, I'm going to conclude the video here. Make sure you like, you comment, subscribe. Again, if you want to get yourself some free money, it's literally free money. Just like the video, subscribe, share this video, and more importantly, set up an uphold using my link in the description and do a transaction. The whole process takes less than 5 minutes, but it gives you an opportunity to actually capture and get some XRP at a dirt cheap price before that massive supply shock happens and XRP gets priced into the hundreds or thousands of dollars. But again, the goal here is to do your research, look into projects like the real token, look into XRP, and then make your own very good informed decision. With that being said, guys, I'm going to conclude the video here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I'll see you guys next time, and peace.